Hello students and good morning. So now I am doing class for class 10. The topic is rectangular parallelepiped or cuboid. So in the last online class also we did some problems, that is we did concept on rectangular parallelepiped and we did some problems from rectangular parallelepiped or cuboid, and same exercise, that is exercise 4, page number 74, and the book used here is Ganit Prakash for class 10 by West Bengal Board of Secondary Education. So in the last online class we did question number 4. That was the last question we did in the last online class. Now let's start this question number 5. Okay. So in our Bakultala village, a canal is cut whose breadth is of 2 meter and depth is of 8 decimeter. The यहाँ canal भनेपछि के हो भन्दाखेरि waterway route भन्छौं नि हामी. क्यानल भनेको चाहिँ एउटा नाली जस्तो, नहर जस्तो, जहाँबाट चाहिँ पानी बगेर जान्छ. जहाँबाट चाहिँ पानी बगेर जान्छ त्यसलाई हामी के भन्छौं? क्यानल. क्यानल भनेको चाहिँ वाटरवे रुट, जहाँ जुन चाहिँ बाटोबाट चाहिँ पानी बगेर जान्छ त्यसलाई हामी के भन्छौं? क्यानल भनेर भन्छौं. ठीक छ? In our Bakultala village, a canal is cut whose breadth is of 2 meter. Breadth कति छ त्यसको? 2 meter छ. अनि डेप्थ कति छ? 8 डेसिमिटर्स. त्यसको यो पनि एउटा कस्तो शेपमा आउँछ? रेक्ट्याङ्गुलर प्यारालेलोपाइपेड को शेपमा आउँछ. के दिएको छ त्यहाँ? ब्रेथ इज गिवन एज 2 मिटर एन्ड द डेप्थ मिन्स हाइट. डेप्थ भनेको चाहिँ के हो? हाइट. हाइट कति दिएको छ? इट इज अफ 8 डेसिमिटर. ओके. इफ द टोटल, यहाँ लेन्थ चाहिँ दिएको छैन. व्हाट इज द लेन्थ अफ द क्यानल? इट इज नट मेन्सन आउट हियर. ओके. इफ द टोटल क्वान्टिटी अफ सोइल एक्सट्र्याक्टेड इज 240 क्युबिक मिटर. त कुनै एउटा क्यानल बनाउनु हो भने कुनै एउटा जमिनमा क्यानल बनाउनु हो भने त्यो जमिनको माटो सबै खन्नु पर्यो, सबै माटो निकाल्नु पर्यो हैन. त्यो माटोको क्वान्टिटी चाहिँ कति रहेछ? इफ द टोटल क्वान्टिटी अफ सोइल एक्सट्र्याक्टेड इज 240 क्युबिक मिटर. त्यो जुन चाहिँ क्यानल बनाउँदैछ त्यो क्यानल बनाउँदाखेरि माटो खनेर निकाल्नु पर्यो. त्यो माटोको टोटल भोल्युम, व्हाट इज द टोटल भोल्युम अफ द सोइल एक्सट्र्याक्टेड? इट इज 240 क्युबिक मिटर. इज दैट क्लियर? सो लेट अस क्याल्कुलेट द लेन्थ अफ द क्यानल. तिमीले चाहिँ के निकाल्नु पर्छ? लेन्थ अफ द क्यानल चाहिँ निकाल्नु पर्यो. ठीक छ? त लेन्थ अफ द क्यानल हामी कसरी निकाल्छौं? जति यो सोइलको भोल्युम हुन्छ त्यति नै हुन्छ भोल्युम अफ द क्यानल. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टु फाइन्ड आउट द भोल्युम अफ द क्यानल. Okay, so in this case you have to find out the length of the canal. So let us assume the length of the canal. So let the length of the canal be x meter. Let the length of the canal be x meter. So what is its breadth? What is the breadth of the canal? It is 2 meter. Its breadth is equal to, how much is it? It is 2 meter. And what is its depth? Depth means height. Its depth is height, that is your 8 decimeter. So now you have to convert this decimeter into meter, because volume, total quantity of soil extracted is 240 cubic meter. Cubic meter means that is the unit of volume. So what is the volume of the soil extracted? It is 240 cubic meter. Since the volume is given in terms of cubic meter, you have to convert this decimeter into meter. So what is the method for converting decimeter into meter? Decimeter देखि meter बनाउँदा के गर्नुपर्छ? 10 ले divide गर्नु. That is 8 upon 10, which is equal to, if you divide 8 by 10, how much is it? So 1 को पछाडि एउटा 0 छ भने माथि एउटा फिगर गरेर डेसिमल लेख्नु. That is 8 को अगाडि के हुन्छ? डेसिमल point. That is 0.8. This is your meter. So I think you have understood it. So now you can write down the volume of the canal. What is the volume of the canal? It is length into breadth into height. That means height. त्यो क्यानलले पनि एउटा के को शेप लिन्छ? रेक्ट्याङ्गुलर प्यारालेलोपाइपेड को शेप लिन्छ. So therefore volume of the canal, so volume of the canal is equal to, what is the formula? Length into breadth into height. So what is the length of the canal? That we have assumed x into 2 breadth. What is the height? 0.8. which is equal to, now you can multiply them, 2 into 0.8, what is it? 2 8s are 16. So after decimal point there is only one figure. So before one figure you can write here decimal point into x. What will you write? Cubic meter. त्यो क्यानल कसरी बनाउँछ भन्दाखेरि त्यो माटो खनेर त निकाल्छ. त्यो माटोको भोल्युम जति हुन्छ त्यति नै हुन्छ भोल्युम अफ द क्यानल. So what is the volume of the soil extracted here? Therefore, volume of the soil extracted, volume of the soil extracted, volume of the soil extracted is equal to, how much is that? It is 240 cubic meter. This is your 240 cubic meter. Is that clear? त त्यो जुन चाहिँ क्यानल, जुन चाहिँ एउटा नाली, नहर बनाउँदैछ, त्यो चाहिँ माटो खनेर निकालेर, माटो खनेर त्यहाँबाट त्यो माटो निकालेर क्यानल बनाउँछ. त भोल्युम अफ द सोइल जति हुन्छ भोल्युम अफ द क्यानल पनि त्यति नै हुन्छ. भोल्युम अफ द सोइल जति हुन्छ भोल्युम अफ द क्यानल पनि त्यति नै हुन्छ. भनेपछि यो दुईटा के हुनु पर्यो? इक्वल हुनु पर्यो. Is that clear? So that means you can equate 1.6x with 240 is equal to 240. Okay, so or x is equal to 240 divided by 1.6 divided by 1.6. Is that clear to all of you? Now you can simplify it further. So now, or x is equal to, how can you simplify it further? 240 divided by 1.6. You convert it into fraction. 1.6 means this is 16 by 10. So how did you write 16 by 10? So after decimal point there is only one figure, write down 10. And for this decimal point you write 1. This is 16 by 10. Okay. So now you can simplify it further. So or x is equal to, this is 240 multiplied by, when this 16 by 10 goes up in the numerator, it becomes upside down. That is 10 by 16. So you can cancel it. 16 ones are 16. 16 ones are 16. What is 24 minus 16? 80. 16 fives are 80. Or x is equal to, how much is it now? This is 150. So actually what was x? X was the length of the canal. So what is the length of the canal? It is 150 meter. So therefore actually x was assumed as length of the canal. So what is the length of the canal? It is 150. What is the unit? It is meter. So therefore length of the canal is equal to 150 meter. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question now. So now we'll do question number 6. If the length of the diagonal of a cube is 4 root 3 meter, it is 4 root over 3 centimeter. So here the problem is problem of cube. Cube means if in a rectangular parallelepiped, if length, breadth and height are equal, then that rectangular parallelepiped is known as cube. Okay. So if the length of the diagonal of the cube is 4 root 3 centimeter, that is length of the diagonal of a cube is given as 4 root 3 centimeter. Let us calculate the total surface area of the cube. You have to find out the total surface area of the cube. So how many surfaces are there in a cube? There are 6 surfaces. You have to find out the total area of these 6 surfaces. Okay. So for this you should know the length of each edge of the cube, because in this case length, breadth and height are equal. So this length, breadth and height are known as the edges. Since length, breadth and height are equal, these are known as the edges of the cube. So you can assume the length of each edge of the cube as a centimeter. So let us assume the length of each edge of the cube. So let the length of each edge of the cube, be a centimeter. Let the length of each edge of the cube be a centimeter. त त्यो जुन चाहिँ क्युबको प्रत्येक एजेसहरु हुन्छ लेन्थ ब्रेथ हाइट सबै इक्वल हुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ हामीले के सपोज गर्यौं a सेन्टिमिटर भनेर सपोज गर्यौं। अब हामीले के निकाल्नु पर्छ फ्रम दिस लेन्थ अफ each edge of the cube we can get the length of the diagonal. What is the formula for length of the diagonal? It was a root over 3, isn't it? It was a root over 3. So now, therefore, length of the diagonal, what is the formula? Length of the diagonal is equal to, the formula was a root over 3, isn't it? A भनेको length of each edge of the cube, into root 3. That is your a root 3, isn't it? By formula it was a root 3. So which is equal to length of each edge कति suppose भयो a, that is a root over 3 centimeter. Is that clear to all of you? But by question, what is the length of the diagonal? It is 4 root 3. But by question, length of the diagonal is equal to, this is your 4 root 3 centimeter. Is it clear to all of you? So you can equate these two. This is the length of the diagonal a root 3. This is also the length of the diagonal 4 root 3. So these two must be equal. That is, therefore a root over 3 is equal to 4 root over 3. Okay. So from both the sides you can cancel the similar terms, that is root 3 gets cancelled, that is a is equal to 4. So now what is to be calculated here? You have to find out the total surface area of the cube. So what is the formula for total surface area of the cube? 6a square. You have done the formula, isn't it? So in the last online class you did the formula. So you should know all the formula that we have done in the last online class. So now what is the total surface area of the cube? So therefore total surface area of the cube is equal to, what is the formula now? It is 6a square. This is 6a square, which is equal to 6 into, what is a whole square here? What is the value for a? It is 4. This is 4 whole square is equal to 6 into 4 square is 16. 16 6 are 96. 96. You have to write down the unit. So in the exam, if you don't write down the unit, your 1 mark will be deducted. Okay? तिमीले unit लेखेन भने 1 marks काटिन्छ. ठीक छ? त यहाँ 96, what is the unit? Since this is the area भनेको length into breadth जस्तै हो, दुईटा मल्टिप्लाई हुँदा चाहिँ स्क्वायर हुन्छ. That is square centimeter. That is your square centimeter. भोल्युममा के हुन्छ? लेन्थ इन्टु ब्रेथ इन्टु हाइट, तीनटा मल्टिप्लाई भएको कारणले गर्दा चाहिँ भोल्युममा युनिट हुन्छ क्युबिक सेन्टिमिटर हुन्छ, or cubic meter or cubic kilometer, like that. But in case of area, total surface area of the cube is equal to 96 square centimeter. So this is the final answer. So I think you have understood it. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 7. The sum of the length of the edges of a cube is 60 centimeter. The sum of the length of the edges of a cube is 60 centimeter. So how many edges are there in a cube? Yesterday I told you that how many edges are there in a rectangular parallelopipe. So how many edges are there? 12 edges. Mati chatta, tala base ma chatta, waripari chatta edges. That means 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12. 12 edges are there. Similarly in the cube also there are 12 edges. And it is given that sum of the length of the edges of a cube is 60 centimeter. all the edges of the cube are same. So let us assume the length of each edge of the cube as a centimeter. Let us assume the length of each edge of the cube be a centimeter. So how many edges are there? 12 edges. So what is the sum of the length of all the edges of the cube is equal to 12 into length of each edge of the cube. That is your 12a. So 12a will be the sum of the length of the edges of the cube. So which is equal to 12a, but by question it is given as 60 centimeter. Okay. So now let us find out the volume of the cube. So in order to get the volume of the cube, you should know the length of each edge of the cube. Okay. So let us assume here the length of each edge of the cube. Let the length of each edge of the cube be a centimeter. Okay. Now you have to find out the sum of the length of each edge of the cube. You have to find out the sum of the length of the edges of the cube. So how many edges are there in your cube? There are 12 edges. So therefore there are 12 edges. There are 12 edges in a cube. Okay. So therefore now let us find out the sum of the length of the edges of the cube. Therefore sum of the length of edges of the cube is equal to 12, because there are 12 edges. 12 into length of each edge. Length of each edge. So which is equal to 12 into, so we have assumed length of each edge as a centimeter. So this is 12a centimeter. But by question, what is the length of sum of the length of the edges of the cube? But by question, sum of the length of the edges of the cube is equal to 60 centimeter. But by question, write down. But by question, sum of the length of edges of the cube is equal to 60 centimeter. So I think you have understood it. So we have found out the sum of the length of the edges of the cube as 12 centimeter, but by question the sum of the length of the edges of the cube is given as 60 centimeter. So यो दुईटा चाहिँ के हुनु पर्यो? Equal हुनु पर्यो. That is 12a is equal to 60. So you can equate this 12a with 60. So therefore 12a is equal to 60. 12a is equal to 60, or what is the value for a? That is 60 by 12, or a is equal to, this is your 5. That is 12 5s are 60. Isn't it? So 60 by 12 is 5. So what was a actually? Length of each edge of the cube. Therefore length of each edge of the cube, length of each edge of the cube, length of each edge of the cube is equal to कति आयो? 5 centimeter. But in this case, what is to be calculated? You have to find out the volume of the cube. So how can we get the volume of the cube? What is the formula for volume of the cube? Length of each edge whole cube, or a cube, or you can write down the formula as a whole cube. Okay. So now write down volume of the cube is equal to, therefore volume of the cube, is equal to, what is the formula? A cube. So what is the value for a here? 5 whole cube. So this is your 5 whole cube. What is 5 whole cube? This is 5 into 5 into 5, which is equal to 5 5s are 25, 5s are 125. So what is the unit here? Since this is volume, actually this is 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter into 5 centimeter. How many centimeters are there? 3 centimeters. So what is the product? Cubic centimeter. So the unit is cubic centimeter. So this is the final answer. So you can copy it Now we'll do the next question now. So now we'll do question number 8. The question number 8 is, if the sum of the area of 6 surfaces of a cube be 216 square centimeter. So how many surfaces are there in a cube? There are 6 surfaces. It is given that the sum of the areas of 6 surfaces of the cube is 216 square centimeter. The sum of the areas of 6 surfaces of the cube is 216 square centimeter. प्रत्येक 6 surfaces को total area चाहिँ कति रहेछ? 216 square centimeter. So how many surfaces are there? 6 surfaces. यो 6 surfaces को sum of the area चाहिँ कति रहेछ? 216 square centimeter. Clear? So now let us calculate the volume of the cube. You have to find out the volume of the cube. Okay? Now in this case, cube means length of each edge are equal. सबै edges हरुको length के हुन्छ? Equal हुन्छ. Let us assume it. Let the length of each edge of the cube be a centimeter. Be a centimeter. Now in this case you have to find out the total surface area of the cube, isn't it? That is sum of the area of the 6 surfaces भनेको नै total surface area of the cube. Therefore total surface area of the cube, total surface area of the cube नै कति हुन्छ? 6a square centimeter. हामीले यति निकाल्यौं. तर क्वेशनले हामीलाई कति दिएको छ? Sum of the areas of 6 surfaces of the cube is equal to 216 square centimeter. That is the total surface area of the cube is equal to 216 square centimeter. But by question total surface area of the cube is equal to कति दिएको छ क्वेशनले? 216 square centimeter. भनेपछि यो दुईटा चाहिँ के हुनु पर्यो त? इक्वल हुनु पर्यो. यो पनि total surface area of the cube, यो पनि total surface area of the same cube. भनेपछि यो दुईटा के हुनु पर्यो? Equal. That is, therefore 6a square is equal to 216. Okay? So what is the value for a square now? That is a square is equal to 216 divided by 6. So 6 ones are 6, 6 threes are 18. What is 21 minus 18? 3, 36, 6 6 are 36. Or this is your a square is equal to 36. Or what is the value for a? That is root over 36. Or what is square root of 36? That is your 6. So actually what is 6? Length of each edge of the cube is equal to 6 centimeter. Therefore, length of each edge of the cube is equal to 6. What is the unit here? This is centimeter. So now what is to be calculated here? You have to find out the volume of the cube. What is the formula for volume of the cube? It is a whole cube or side whole cube like that means. Therefore volume of the cube, so volume of the cube is equal to a cube. That is your formula, a cube, isn't it? What is the value for a here? 6, which is equal to 6 whole cube. What is 6 whole cube actually? 6 into 6 into 6. So if you multiply all these 6's, you will have 216. 6 is a 36 into 6, 6 is a 36, 6, 3, 6 is 18 plus 3 is 21. Okay? So what is the unit here? This is cubic centimeter because we have multiplied 6 3 times. That is centimeter into centimeter into centimeter, which is cubic centimeter. So what is the answer? Volume of the cube is equal to 216. त एउटै लाइनमा लेख्ने यो जति सक्दो किनभने यहाँ नअटेर चाहिँ मैले नेक्स्ट लाइनमा लेख्दै छु सो दिस इज योर 216 cubic centimeter so this is the final answer so I think you have understood it so you can copy it we'll do the next question now so now we are doing the next question that is question number 3 question number 9 the volume of a rectangular parallelopipe is 432 cubic centimeter so the volume of a rectangular parallelopipe is given as 432 cubic centimeter now if it is converted into two cubes of equal volumes त यो रेक्टेंगुलर प्यारालेलोपाइपेडलाई चाहिँ दुईटा इक्वल क्यूब्समा कन्भर्ट गरियो यो जुन चाहिँ रेक्टेंगुलर प्यारालेलोपाइपेड दिएको थियो यसलाई चाहिँ दुईटा इक्वल क्यूब्समा डिवाइड गरियो इट इज कन्भर्टेड इन्टु टू क्यूब्स अफ इक्वल भोल्युम त्यो दुईटै क्यूबको भोल्युम के छ इक्वल छ देन लेट अस क्याल्कुलेट द लेन्थ अफ इच एज अफ इच क्यूब यू हैव टु फाइन्ड आउट द लेन्थ अफ इच एज अफ इच क्यूब प्रत्येक क्यूबको प्रत्येक एजको चाहिँ तिमीले के निकाल्नु पर्छ लेन्थ निकाल्नु पर्छ यू हैव टु फाइन्ड आउट द लेन्थ अफ इच एज अफ इच क्यूब ओके नाउ व्हाट इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द रेक्टेंगुलर पैरालेलोपाइपेड इट इज गिवन एज 432 cubic centimeter so let us write it volume of each edge of the cube volume of each edge of the cube is equal to 432 cubic centimeter now in the question it is given that it is converted into two cubes of equal volume it is converted into two cubes of equal volume यसैलाई नै दुईटा क्यूबमा कन्भर्ट गर्यो जसको भोल्युम चाहिँ के छ इक्वल छ so therefore volume of each cube so volume of each cube since it is divided into two cubes of equal volume so this 432 should be divided by 2 so that means that will give you volume of each cube is equal to 432 divided by 2 that is 2 2s are 4 2 1s are 2 12 2 6 are 12 that is your 2 2s are 4 2 1s are 2 12 2 6 are 12 that is your cubic centimeter that is what is the volume of each cube प्रत्येक क्यूब को वॉल्यूम कति रहेछ that 432 is divided by 2 to get 216 cubic centimeter is that clear so next you have to find out the length of each edge of each cube let the length of each edge of the cube let the length of each edge of each cube be a centimeter right so what is this volume now if the length of each edge of each cube be a centimeter then what is the volume of each cube volume of each cube is equal to what it is a cube right then you can write cubic centimeter also this is cubic centimeter okay this 216 is the volume of each cube this a cube is also the volume of each cube that means you can equate these two isn't it that is a cube is equal to 216 is that clear so therefore a cube is equal to which number to the power 3 is 216 that is your 6 whole cube so in order to get the value for a you have to make the powers equal that is which number to the power 3 is 216 that is 6 whole cube that means what is the value for a is equal to what answer 6 what was a actually length of each edge of each cube is equal to a that is which is equal to 6 centimeter so therefore length of each edge of each cube is equal to what is the answer that is your 6 centimeter. So this is the final answer. So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question now. So now we'll do the question number 10. The question number 10 is, each edge of a cube is decreased by 50%. यहाँ के भन्दैछ? Each edge of the cube is decreased by 50%. प्रत्येक क्यूब को एजेस चाहिँ 50% घट्दै जाँदैछ. लेन्थ पनि 50% घट्यो, ब्रेथ पनि 50% घट्यो, हाइट पनि 50% घट्यो. भन्दा फेरि यसमा सबै एजेस चाहिँ इक्वल हुन्छ. लेन्थ इज इक्वल टु ब्रेथ इज इक्वल हाइट फर द क्यूब. सो इच एज अफ द क्यूब इज डिक्रिज बाई कति पर्सेन्ट? 50%. प्रत्येक एज क्यूबको कति पर्सेन्टले घट्दै जाँदैछ अरे? 50%ले घट्दै जाँदैछ. So let us calculate the ratio of the volumes of the original cube and the changed cube. त तिमीले के निकाल्नु पर्छ? You have to find out the ratio of the volumes of the original cube is to changed cube. You have to find out the volume of the original cube, that is the ratio of the volume of the original cube and the changed cube. That is volume of the original cube is to volume of the changed cube. Okay? त यहाँ चाहिँ क्यूब को एजेस चाहिँ कसो पाराले चेन्ज हुँदैछ अरे? बाई 50% चेन्ज हुँदैछ. त पहिला हामी के सपोज गर्छौं? ओरिजिनल क्यूब को लेन्थ अफ इच एज सपोज गर्छौं एज a. So let the length of each edge, let the length of each edge of the original cube be a. अब यो जुन चाहिँ लेन्थ अफ इच एज अफ द ओरिजिनल क्यूब a छ, यो चाहिँ कसो पाराले घट्दैछ अरे? It is decreased by 50%. It is decreased by 50%. So therefore length of each edge of the changed cube is equal to original length कति छ? What is the original length of each edge of the cube? It is a minus कसो पाराले डिक्रिज हुँदैछ? 50% of that original length. A minus 50% of original length. यसै निकाल्नु पर्छ. Original length बाट कति माइनस गर्नु पर्छ? Minus 50% of the original length. So this will give you the length of each edge of the changed cube. So which is equal to a minus 50% means 50 divided by 100 into a. So 51s are 50, 52s are 100. A minus, this is a by 2. So 2 into a is 2a minus a is, that is your a by 2. So what is the length of each edge of the changed cube? Which is equal to a by 2. किनभने यहाँ क्वेशनले नै भन्दैछ each edge of the cube is decreased by 50%. Original length a भयो भने यो क्यूब को each edge कसरी घट्छ? by 50% घट्दै जान्छ. 50% घट्दै घट्दै जान्छ. ठीक छ? सपोज यो इज डिक्रिज बाई 80% भएको भए चाहिँ के गर्ने थियो? 80% भएको भए चाहिँ हामीले के गर्थ्यौं? ओरिजिनल लेन्थ a माइनस 80% अफ a ले घट्यो नि त. 80% अफ a ले घट्दै जाँदैछ. भनेपछि व्हाट विल बी द लेन्थ अफ इच एज अफ द चेन्ज्ड क्यूब? दैट विल बी इक्वल टु ओरिजिनल लेन्थ माइनस 80% अफ दैट लेन्थ हुने थियो. Is that clear to all of you? So in this case 50% is given, that is a minus 50% of a. So a minus 50 by 100 into a, that is, this is a1, 51s are 50, 52s are 100. So this is a by 2. So if you simplify it, you will get the length of each edge of the changed cube as a by 2. Is that clear? Now you have to find out the ratio of the volumes of the original cube and the changed cube. Now what is the volume of the original cube? Write down volume of the original cube. Volume of the original cube. Volume of the original cube. volume of the original cube is equal to original cube ko length of each edge kati cha a, that is a whole cube. That is your volume of the original cube is a cube. Now what is the volume of the changed cube? Therefore volume of the changed cube is equal to, what is the volume of the changed cube? What is the length of each edge of the changed cube? It is a by 2. That is, this is whole cube, isn't it? What is the formula? A whole cube. But instead of a, what will you write? A by 2. That is your a by 2 whole cube, which is equal to a cube divided by 8. Now you can find out the ratio of the volumes of the original cube and changed cube. So therefore ratio of volumes is equal to original cube is to what? Changed cube is to changed cube. So which is equal to, what is the volume of the original cube here? It is a cube is to, what is the volume of the changed cube? It is a cube upon 8. Is that clear? So this is in terms of fraction. So you have to convert into whole number. So below a cube there is 1. Okay. So you denominator 1, you denominator 8 ko LCM निकाल्नु. So 1 र 8 को LCM कति हो? 8. So you have to multiply both these numbers by 8. So which is equal to a cube into 8 is to a cube upon 8 into 8. Right? So here 8 ones are 8, 8 ones are 8, which is equal to, this is your 8a cube is to a cube. Is that clear? So in terms of, in ratio this common term will be cancelled, which is equal to 8 is to 1. So this is the final answer. So what is the ratio of the volumes of the original cube and the changed cube? It is 8 is to 1. Is that clear to all of you? So you can copy it. Now we'll do the next question now. So now we'll do the next question, that is question number 11. If the ratio of the length, breadth and height of a cuboidal box is 3 is to 2 is to 1 and its volume is given as 384 cc. cc means cubic centimeter. The cuboidal box भनेको के हो? It is a shape of rectangular parallelopipe. Length is there, breadth is there and height is also there. It is just like a room, isn't it? It is just like a box. Cuboidal box is given out here. This is a rectangular parallelopipe shape. But in this case, the ratio of the length, breadth and height is given as 3 is to 2 is to 1. Okay? And what is the volume of the cuboidal box? It is 384 cubic centimeter. Okay? What is the volume of the cuboidal box? It is 384 cubic centimeter. So in this case, you have to calculate the total surface area of the box. What is the total surface area of the box? Okay, what is the total surface area of the rectangular parallelopipe? Okay, so now in this case ratio is given, that is ratio is equal to length is to breadth is to height is given. What is it? It is length 3 is to breadth 2 is to height is 1. Okay, so you can assume the length, breadth and height of the cuboidal box. So how can you assume it? Suppose here 3 is to 2 is to 1 दिएको छ, यो फर्स्ट नम्बरलाई जतिले मल्टिप्लाई गर्छ यो सेकेन्ड र थर्ड नम्बरलाई पनि त्यतिले मल्टिप्लाई गर्नु भनेको बुझ्यौ? यो फर्स्ट नम्बरलाई जतिले मल्टिप्लाई गर्छ यो सेकेन्ड र थर्ड नम्बरलाई पनि हामी त्यतिले नै मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं. यदि यो लेन्थ 3x भए, यदि फर्स्ट नम्बरलाई x ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्दैछ भने यो सेकेन्ड र थर्डलाई पनि हामीले के ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं? x ले नै मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं. So let the length, breadth and height of the cuboidal box be 3x centimeter, 2x centimeter and 1x means x centimeter. यदि 3 लाई x ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्यो भने यो सेकेन्ड र थर्ड नम्बरलाई पनि हामी के ले मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं x ले नै मल्टिप्लाई गर्छौं यो चाहिँ हो हाउ टु एज्युम द लेन्थ ब्रेथ एन्ड हाइट अफ द cuboidal box okay so let the length breadth and height of the cuboidal box be 3x centimeter since volume is given as 384 cc cc means cubic centimeter भने सेन्टिमिटरमा दिएको छ त्यही कारण यो पनि हामीले सेन्टिमिटरमा लेख्नु पर्छ लेन्थ भनेको सेन्टिमिटर भयो लेन्थको युनिट के हुन्छ 3x सेन्टिमिटर then 2x centimeter and 1x centimeter so if there is 1x we don't write 1 you just write x centimeter so we have assumed length as 3x centimeter breadth as 2x centimeter and height as x centimeter respectively okay so length is equal to 3x centimeter breadth is equal to x centimeter and height is equal to x centimeter okay since in the question volume is given you have to find out the volume of the cuboidal box so therefore volume of the cuboidal box is equal to length into breadth into height which is equal to what is the length 3x what is the breadth 2x what is the height x which is equal to how much is that 3 2s are 6 x into x is x cube this is your 6x cube what is the unit since this is the volume it will have cubic centimeter as the unit that is cc means cubic centimeter but by question what is its volume but by question its volume is equal to what is it what is the volume of the cuboidal box it is 384 cc it is 384 cc but यो दुईटा के हुनु पर्यो equal that is 6x cube is equal to 384 or x cube is equal to 384 divided by 6 so you can cancel here 6 1s are 6 6 6s are 36 38 minus 36 is 2 24 6 4s are 24 or this is your x cube is equal to 64 since the power of x is 3 here so you have to write 64 in terms of whole cube so now in order to get the value for x you have to write 64 in terms of whole cube so which number to the power 3 is 64 that is 4 whole cube that is x cube is equal to 4 whole cube so that is x is equal to 4 since powers are equal bases must be equal that is x is equal to 4 so we had assumed length as 3x what is the length of the cuboidal box 3x centimeter right so write down therefore length of the cuboidal box length you can write box only length of the box is equal to 3x which is equal to 3 into what is the value for x here x is 4 so which is equal to 12 centimeter is that clear so similarly you can get the breadth and the height of the box you can get the breadth and height of the box so therefore breadth of the box is equal to 2x breadth of the box is equal to 2x 2 into 4 is equal to how much is that 8 centimeter and what is the height of the box it is x centimeter x means 4 centimeter isn't it so therefore height of the box is equal to x which is equal to x means it is 4 centimeter is that clear so we have got the length breadth and height of the cuboidal box as 12 centimeter 8 centimeter and 4 centimeter respectively so in this case what is to be calculated you have to find out the total surface area of the box therefore total surface area of the box is equal to, what is the formula? Total surface area of the box. That means you have to find out the total surface area of the 6 faces of the box. You have to find out the area of 6 faces of the box. The formula is twice within bracket LB plus BH plus HL, isn't it? This is the formula that we have done it in the last online class. This was the formula for total surface area of the cuboidal box. So which is equal to 2 into, what is L here? What is the length? 12. 12 into, what is breadth? 8 plus breadth into height. 8 into 4 plus, what is height here? 4 into, what is the length here? It is 12, which is equal to 2 within bracket. 12 8s are 96, 8 4s are 32 plus 12 4s are, this is your 48. So now you can multiply them and you can add it. First of all, you add it 2 into, now add them. 6 plus 2 8 plus 8 16 1. 5 plus 3 8. 8 plus 9 is 17. Is that clear to all of you? Let us take it once again. 6 plus 2 8. 8 plus 8 is 16 6 1. 10 plus 3 13 plus 4 17 7 1. 1 is there, 176. Now we can multiply it. 2 6 are 12, 2 1, 17 2s are 34 plus 1 is 35. 2 6 are 12, 2 1, 7 2s are 14 plus 1 is 15, 1 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is 3. That is your 352. So what is the unit? Since this is the area, area means only length into breadth or breadth into height or height into length. That means square. This will be your square centimeter. So this is the final answer. So what is the total surface area of the cuboidal box? It is 352 square centimeter. Is that clear to all of you? So this much is for today. त आज हामीले जति पनि प्रब्लम्सहरु गर्यौं यो घरमा सबैले रिभिजन गर्नु यही रिभिजन नै तिमीको होमवर्क हुनेछ त नेक्स्ट क्लासमा म तिमीलाई अझै थुप्रै प्रब्लमहरु गराउने छु Is that clear to all of you? So this much is for today.